2016 and offer a variety of brakes from pick your teams and pick your players to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from brakes. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it.
What's happening, everyone? There we go. We're live. We're live.
It is that time again.
2 weeks in a row. We're back into a routine.
Yeah,
I
mean, it's nice when you don't use PTO every week.
I'm here.
You know, I think it's
this is
the first 2 Fridays in a row that you've worked in like a really, really long time.
No, I think let's see. Last Friday I was here. Yep, the Friday before that.
Gone.
Yeah, definitely gone. I think the Friday before that was the Emil card.
Gone.
We were both gone.
Yeah.
We were in the same spot.
Gone.
I was working. No, that was paid.
Gone.
That was paid time gone.
PTO like crazy. This guy's used a PTO for the last 3 years, or the next 3 years. All the PTO is gone.
No, I've got all sorts of excuses. Like I can use my PTO, I can use my safe and sick time, I can use my... I think the government gives me like 20 different things I can take time off for.
The best part is you're going to be so behind, you're going to be stuck living at my house and working for free.
Correct, yeah. That is going to happen.
You know, so, which will save me like 20 grand a year.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good savings.
High paying job here, guys. You ever really wanted to work in baseball cards, you know,
indentured
you
servitude.
have to sleep in your car.
It's not necessarily working. It's more indentured servitude, I feel like.
White Tiger is in the house. What's up, White Tiger? No hit Sherlock.
What up, Banyan? Who else is here? Pete Glad's in the house. If you guys weren't paying attention, we're waiting every day or every week we do this. I wait to see, like, is someone going to check it out? Or, like, are people waiting to see, like... You know, if someone can get that first spot real quick, and I was sitting a little bit this morning. So we threw $10 break credit into Pete Glad's account, so that's good to use. Pete Glad's, you also had $15 of break credit for the overall platform. The 10 will be just with Minnesota. Yeah. But you had 15 other dollars in there, so.
And we should say, like, guys, check your accounts because there are 2 different types of credits. There are credits that are specific to either Minnesota or Wisconsin. And those credits auto-apply when you buy into a break with Minnesota or Wisconsin. But there's also like real sports cards credit that can be used either place. You actually have to hit apply now at checkout. So you have to hit apply now at checkout to use that credit. Mm-hmm. So, you know, there's a lot of people that have credit just chilling. We know they've bought into plenty of breaks. And it's just because they haven't hit that apply now button to use that credit. Yep. So make sure you take a look in your account and see if you've got any of that.
Yep, 100%. So
Dan Curtis is in the house. What's up, Dan?
Hopefully that makes Pete Glad's feel a little better after Pete Alonso kind of ruined the hopes and dreams, shattered, some might say,
I
of
mean,
the entire state of Wisconsin.
We saw some tears from our Minnesota or our Wisconsin Real Sports Cards team.
Yep. I mean, all I can say is
I think Tom went to the game last
Yeah,
night.
Tom was there. Yeah.
No.
It's got to be really tough to not have your team be in the divisional series of the 2024 MLB
What a
playoffs.
smug.
I don't think I can relate to that.
What a smug man.
Oh, poor Twinkies.
But-
I don't blame the Twins. I mean, they're playing in the best division in baseball.
You know, this is the Guardians fan who doesn't get to go see them play anyways. The only way you were going to see the Guardians in postseason baseball is if they played Minnesota.
No, I'm going to the World Series this year.
PTO gone.
No, that's
You're going to have to fly out like Sunday morning and fly home Sunday evening.
perfect. that might be worth it.
Better hope that it's a 1:00 Sunday game in Cleveland.
We'll just take the red-eye flight. I gained an hour coming back home, so that's nice.
Brutal.
That's my favorite tweet that I saw is like, were the White Sox really that bad? Or were the teams in their division just really that good?
Brutal.
Three teams in the AL Central in the divisional series. I never thought I'd see that. That's especially this year.
Right.
Like the Tigers.
It's always been the AL East, right? It's always been Red Sox and Yankees and
Blue Jays even.
or
Rays.
Orioles.
The Rays won it.
I mean the Rays were big, right?
Yep.
What happens? What's with the AL West? Why is the AL West so bad?
I don't know. The Astros, the Houston command is done. Bregman's gone. They're gonna they paid Josh Hader $20 million to blow that game.
Does Mike Trout ever escape the Angels to have the experience of postseason baseball, or does he finish his career with the Angels and end up being like Dan Marino, right? Like
a lifer that never does anything besides
literally
have decent
like
stats.
one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time,
Right.
on a pitiful team,
Yep.
and never sniffs at anything, right?
Yeah.
Like, is that going to be Trout's entire career?
It'd be crazy if they had a player on that team that was really good at pitching or really good at hitting.
Or if they, you surround him with talent like Pujols and Ohtani.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
that franchise is cursed.
you think the Angels go out there and do something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Brutal.
I'm not sure. Who's your pick to win the World Series this year?
Man, that's tough.
That Dodgers-Padres series is going to be great.
That's tough.
That's going to be a fun series to watch. Even the Mets-Phillies series is going to be a battle.
Yeah, I just, honestly, like, I'm not a fan of any of the National League teams that are in the playoffs. Maybe the Dodgers. Like, I could see myself like cheering for the Dodgers.
That's a chalk answer.
No, it's not. It's
the
not.
Dodgers are the highest payroll in the world, and
I don't know. I'm a huge Ohtani fan. Like,
yeah, I get that. No,
what Ohtani is doing is like bonkers. And the truth is I was one of the people in 2018 who was like, sell no. He's never going to be higher. So,
and he goes up 200.
And then he got hurt, and I was like, see, I told you.
It is
like, I'm right. I was completely right.
It is crazy to think about. People don't remember how cheap Ohtani stuff got after 2018 when he got hurt.
I mean, no one thought he was going to do a thing. Everyone was like, see, told you, another Steven Strasburg.
Yep.
Injured and not going to do anything. And you could buy Ohtani stuff dirt cheap.
Crazy.
I mean, if you were just an Ohtani fan
and buying stuff up,
you had to have absolutely crushed.
Yeah.
I mean, we did well on other players like Acuna. Like when Acuna got hurt, we bought a mountain of Acuna because it's like, this guy is top tier talent.
Yep.
Buy him while he's hurt. He's gonna, come back. He's gonna be an MVP / all-star player.
Yep.
But Ohtani's next level.
It is crazy.
Right.
It is crazy what he's doing. Yep, and crazy how cheap, like it's, and that was even before the COVID boom. So stuff was even the floor. I felt like was way lower too.
Right.
Just in general on top guys like that.
Right. And there's still some key Otani cards, rookie cards that have not surfaced.
Yeah.
So there's a superfractor image variation
The carrying the bat
carrying
one, right?
the golf bag that has not surfaced.
No, not the golf bag, but
Or
a baseball
is
bag.
it a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a baseball bag.
Yep.
So
Like a
image
training bag or
variation.
something.
And then I'm pretty positive that the blue refractor kanji auto.
I feel like that's the one I see pictures of all the time.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the actual. I don't think it's actually been pulled. I think
Really?
that was like the teased image of that card. I don't. I have.
I'm pretty
not,
sure I've seen that graded.
Real,
Almost positive.
man, I don't know if I've seen it. Maybe have you? What have you guys seen? Have you guys seen the blue kanji auto actually in real life? Because I haven't. I didn't hear it getting pulled.
I was just talking to someone talking about Otani in the store, and I don't know if you remember this story. When we had a whole bunch of Onyx Extended Baseball in stock, I think this is like 2020 Onyx Extended Baseball or Onyx Vintage, whatever it was. They had Otani autos in there with kanji signatures.
That's right.
Someone pulled a kanji Otani
In the
auto.
store.
He still has it.
Yeah.
He was asking me, he's like, "What do I do with it?" I was like, that's,
Yeah.
I don't know."
Yeah, he pulled it in the
out
store.
of a $40 box or whatever. It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking up right now. I'm gonna see.
You're looking up the blue auto.
Yeah. Let's search blue. Yeah, I mean this is. Yeah, here it is graded. Yep.
Oh, so it did get pulled.
Yeah, it's the only known 2018 Bowman Chrome kanji auto. Those are you guys that.
I'm surprised. That must have gotten pulled at like a low point because it was not all over social media the way I would have expected it to be.
Yeah, I just know I've seen that pop up whenever everyone's doing like their best cards ever, or all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ipe autos are going for a bunch too.
I might take a Ipe Otani dual auto.
That'd be a big card.
It would.
I didn't hear. Is he in jail or is he?
Maybe even like Fanatics Sportsbook can do like a Tops Now dual auto. And Ipe could sign an NIL deal so that he can make some money and pay back Otani.
Yeah. And now, in remembrance of Pete Rose's career, sponsored by ESPN Bet and DraftKings.
It's brutal. Too soon.
That is too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah.
How about Kirk Cousins?
Primetime Kirk. Oh, Kirk in October. I forget what the stat was. Like Kirk Cousins in October is like Tom Brady.
500 yards.
Yeah, he had a great game.
500 yards.
Falcons plus 2.5 did not, or Buccaneers plus 2.5 did not hit like I expected it to, unfortunately. Shout out Kirk Cousins. They had it. That was a really good game. That was one of the best primetime games I think that we'll see this year.
I mean, they had a chance to win it.
Yeah, they had multiple chances.
Multiple chances.
And then Kirk threw that interception, and it was like, okay, the game's over.
Yep.
It was not. It was not game over.
That was a great game.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins against Baker Mayfield.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of was hoping that Kirk would go to Atlanta and choke and be terrible. Is that really bad of me to wish ill on the former Vikings quarterback?
Not really. No, that's just a scorned ex-wife.
I'm a scorned.
I mean, you
ex-wife.
couldn't do anything. He was like, the Vikings should not have kept him anyways for that much money at his age, coming off of a torn ACL.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, he still can't move, but he can sling the rock. It's just like Joe Flacco. Like, I'm a little upset that the Browns didn't keep Joe Flacco. He stepped in for Anthony Richardson. He just, what he does with a football is crazy.
Yeah.
He just finds guys open.
Yeah.
Every single play.
But clearly, the Vikings organization is just set up to, have great performing quarterbacks.
Apparently, I still think it's crazy. I'm not sure how many of you guys saw this stat. Or it's not. It's an age. Like talking about Sam Darnold, like how he's been a bust since 2018. Got drafted in 2018. He's younger, just by a couple months, but still younger than Joe Burrow, who got drafted in 2020.
Right.
That still blows my mind to think of how he was written off for 2 years, but is still younger than the dude that got drafted 2 years after him.
Right. Right.
Like you talk.
Yeah, so when you hear people talk about Burrow, it's like, oh, his career's just getting started. Like he's got all of his career in front of him.
Right.
Like he's still learning the game and adjusting to life in the NFL. And it's like, okay, yeah, so is Darnold.
Yeah. It's these guys that get thrown into these terrible, like he's with the Jets. Like it was not a good situation. All these young rookie quarterbacks that just get thrown into terrible situations, and then Sam Darnold had a chance.
All
to
these
step
rookie
back
quarterbacks that get thrown into terrible situations with the Jets.
Yeah, exactly. That's another level. That's seriously another level.
Gino, I mean, how many guys are there?
That's where's Cassis at? We need to ask phone a Jets fan.
Seriously.
Oh, there he is. He's listening too. He sent me a gif of Baker. I mean, kind of the same thing. Baker did well, but he's not the same quarterback right now that he was with the Browns. And Browns have run plenty of quarterbacks in their time, in my time.
Right.
In the last 20 years.
Right.
But yeah, shout out to Sam Darnold. I hope he keeps it going. I'm not a Vikings fan.
See, Crosscheck says buy Zach Wilson. I mean, you might say that in jest, but
say the same thing about Bryce Young, honestly.
No,
you say the same thing about a lot of these guys. And to be fair, a lot of them do end up never working out, like being busts. So, like, I think Darnold is a super rare case of everyone writing him off and then coming back and doing this.
Yeah.
Because it takes certain situations. Like, he's got to get into a good spot. He's got to have the time. He's got to have a good team around him. Like, I don't necessarily think he was even supposed to be the starter.
Going in as a backup.
Yeah, man.
You're right. Yeah.
You're supposed to back up J.J. McCarthy this year.
Correct. You've already been written off to the point where the only opportunity you're even going to get is as a backup.
Right.
I mean, that's a tough position to be in.
Super tough, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But
being able to go into a season like, I got the job, different kind of mindset.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe Josh Rosen can make a comeback. He was going to win, 10 Super Bowls.
I think I still got some sweet Josh Rosen cards.
I don't think he's in the league. I was looking, or I forget what game it was, where they were talking, probably the Vikings game last week, where they were talking about Sam Darnold and what he's doing. And they had those 2018 quarterbacks of that draft class. And it's like everyone with their new team, it was Baker and Lamar, and they had a picture of Josh Rosen, but he was in like office clothes, like business casual. Everyone's in their jerseys. And Josh Rosen says
Arena Football League.
Yeah, not even that. Like McDonald's fry cook or something.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
So.
Right on. Well, we've got a couple of new releases today.
Today we got new releases. Yep, nothing going this afternoon. We saved everything for the evening. We've got Origins Football,
all right,
which is always a sweet one. Despite Jaden Daniels not having autos in this year's product,
his stuff is selling like crazy.
I was seeing relics from Gold Standard sell for like $200-300.
It's kind of nuts. It shows when these guys truly don't have a lot of cards.
Yeah, we're still early in the season. Not many products have come out.
Right.
Like these base parallels and relics and any hits you can get of these guys. I mean, it's gonna be.
So what's the strategy then? Right. Because we're still early in the 2024 release calendar.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now it's just like he just doesn't have a ton of stuff out
right.
there. We know over time, more and more releases, he's going to have more stuff.
Yep.
Is that one of the value teams to buy to chase, but you got to flip the stuff?
100%.
Right?
Every single time. Yeah, I don't think you hold anything Jaden Daniels right now because his boom has already happened with how well he's played over the last 4 weeks. And the stuff that if you want to hold Jaden Daniels, if you're Jaden Daniels truther, you've got to wait until, the prisms and the optics and that stuff like that, because it's going to be very CJ Stroud-esque, where the Commanders are going to be that top team in all of those specifically base and parallel heavy products.
Yeah. Right.
It's the exact same thing. The Texans were the high. They still are in a lot of, even some of the hit-based products are the most high because of the inserts and the short prints and the case hits,
right.
stuff like that. I mean,
right.
What his stuff is going to do is what he's done in the last 4 weeks is crazy.
Yeah.
I saw I was just on scrolling TikTok last night, and they're doing these ESPN analysts and some of these guys that have played, all the old vets and stuff. We're talking about like who's the best quarterback right now, who's the best quarterback in 3 years. A lot of them said Stroud is 3 years, but a couple of them mentioned I think Jaden Daniels is gonna what he's done in this 4 weeks is all you really need to see
right.
of a terrible Commanders franchise.
Right.
It's pretty interesting.
Is that the only release that we have today?
No, we got Ordnance Football today, which, like I said, is sweet. We've got Noir Basketball.
Okay, high end.
Little spotlights.
Sneaker chase.
I love me some Noir Basketball. And then we've got some UFC.
Oh, Knockout is this.
UFC Knockout is tonight. So we'll be doing that. We're going to be doing a dual case Pick Your Fighter tonight. It's an 8-box case. It's similar to this is the first year they've ever done this product. Similar to Museum, where it's
like the 4 mini boxes per box.
Exactly, yeah. It's like 24 hits a case or something like that. Checklist is stacked. They got some big rookies on there. They've got Conor McGregor on-card autos that they teased, which is pretty sick. So yeah, that'll be cool. We don't have a ton. I think we only have enough for 1, maybe 2 breaks of that stuff. So yeah, if you're into UFC, even if you're not, that's one that you should probably look at because I think the pricing of it's gonna be pretty solid and it'll be a cool product. So I'll be running that later tonight.
Sweet. There's a product that's on the horizon that I'm super pumped about. Have we talked about it? Did we talk about it last week during All Card Shit?
I'm trying to think of what.
Do you know what product I'm getting at?
Is it next week?
It's gonna show up next week.
For the week after? Is it update?
No.
Update I'm excited about.
No, come on. What product have I been excited about for a few weeks now?
Oh, yeah, I know this. Little Warner Brothers 100.
100%. 100%.
Little cack-a-while action.
Honestly,
Matt
guys,
got it. Matt knows.
Honestly, if you guys are anything like me and just have like soft spot in your heart for like television and cartoons and movies from your childhood, this product is absolutely sick. Cack-a-Wow, if you guys aren't familiar with Cack-a-Wow, they released a Disney product
that went nuclear.
That went absolutely insane. I mean, these boxes were going for hundreds of dollars.
Yep.
For this Cack-a-Wow Disney release. And now they're doing a Cack-a-Wow Warner Brothers release. And it is a really, really interesting, like, eclectic mix of licenses, right? Because they tackled it at the Warner Brothers level and they didn't go out and have to do a bunch
sorts of.
It's wicked. They've got the traditional like Warner Brothers cartoons, like Looney Tunes. So when you think about like the power of Disney and Mickey Mouse, like the next biggest cartoon character in history has got to be Bugs Bunny.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Second to Mickey Mouse is Bugs Bunny. You got Looney Tunes property, and all of those characters that go along with Looney Tunes, Taz, Porky Pig, all of these guys. You've got the Flintstones, the Jetsons, the Animaniacs with Pinky and the Brain. Like, you've just got this epic list of cartoons. Thundercats. Like, these are all predate you.
Yeah, a lot of these I don't. Matt, cross-check is correct there. I did not know.
I am excited about this stuff. He has no idea who these are.
Ryan's like, oh, they got the Gremlins in this. Like,
and then there's other movies, right? Because there's all those other Warner Brothers movies. So one, if you didn't already know, the DC movies are Warner Brothers. So Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Joker, Penguin, Harley Quinn, they're all in this product. So when you think about like Marvel and what Marvel has done with collectability, like DC is all over this Warner Brothers product.
Yep.
Then you've got other products like Willy Wonka, Wizard of Oz, all of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit cards. Right. So you're gonna have, Frodo and Sam and Gandalf and Sauron and
I have seen Lord of the Rings for everyone.
So all of these are Warner Brothers licenses.
Yeah, which is crazy that they have that much.
The Matrix. So you've got Neo and Trinity and
never seen that.
It's awesome. Ready Player One.
Yeah, some newer movies too, for sure.
It is awesome. This checklist is so sick.
It's really cool.
It's so sick. And like the Cack-a-Wow Disney product, you've got parallels.
Some of the
You've got
autos.
facsimile autographs that like sold insanely well.
Yep.
And so we're gonna be doing some breaks of this product next week.
The nice thing is it's not crazy expensive.
It's
either.
not. It's not insanely expensive.
Yep.
And so, some of these you're gonna be able to buy by the property.
Yep.
So you're gonna be able to buy like a Willy Wonka spot or a Wizard of Oz spot.
Yep.
Or a Matrix spot. Some of these are bigger spots. So we're gonna break them up. So you're gonna be able to buy the Superman spot and the Batman spot, and you're probably gonna be able to buy, maybe we'll split the Lord of the Rings spot into like elves and men and dwarves
right.
and all this kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Looney Tunes spots, you're probably going to be able to buy individual characters in Looney Tunes. So if you just want to chase Bugs, you can chase Bugs.
Yep.
If you want to chase Tweety and Sylvester or whatever,
Correct.
But
Ryan's been geeking out about this
oh
product
man,
since we
I have.
solicited it.
I've been so geeking out about this product. I am super, super pumped.
Come back on release day. Come to
There's
the store if you're local on release day. You'll see a couple cases getting ripped by Ryan.
Honestly, Emil, you're going to have to fill breaks of this stuff fast.
Just so we don't.
Just so I don't rip it all. Because the longer it sits, the longer it sits back there, like it's gonna be one of those like, oh, where'd that case go? On Friday, and then like, oh
I'll
man,
just see the piles.
you're gonna come back in on Monday, and it's gonna be like, why are 2 more cases gone?
Correct.
So
That's exactly.
I'm just gonna have mountains of these cards in my office.
It'll be sweet. The stuff looks really good too. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So it is gonna be epic.
Yep.
So keep an eye out on that one. Cheap fun. Maybe I'm gonna break some.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
I'm breaking some. That's it. I'm coming out of retirement. I'm coming out of breaker retirement because honestly, someone needs to open this stuff that knows who the heck these people are. Because it's not you. You don't know.
I mean, if you guys want to pull good cards in the product, then you can buy into my break. If you want to know who everyone is, then you can buy in with Ryan's break.
That's right.
That
Entertainment value over resale value. Entertainment value over resale value.
Perfect. I'll take that.
I know who they're picking.
I'll take that split. No, it'll be. I'll be mispronouncing names and stuff. Everyone can laugh at me and make fun of me. That's entertainment value.
Seriously, PP la poo poo.
Correct.
Who's this Elmer Food?
No, I know that. I just don't know some of the. I'll know plenty of it. I'll know enough.
Did you ever read the book Where the Wild Things Are?
No.
It's a Newbery Award winner.
That doesn't mean too much to me.
Hasn't everybody read that book? That's like one of the books they make you read in school, Where the Wild Things Are.
Where was that? When was that? When did that come out?
Like when I was a kid, but that should be one that like schools just have everybody read.
I mean, I know it. I just don't think I've ever read it. 1963, that was originally published. That's
Holy
crazy.
smokes. That's an old book.
Dude,
I didn't realize it's that old.
You're super old. You remember when it came out?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's of the releases. I am more excited about that release next week than I am about Cosmic Chrome Baseball.
Which is saying something. Saying a lot.
Yep.
Cosmic Chrome's.
We've got 2 baseball releases next week: Bowman Sterling.
Yep.
And Cosmic Chrome Baseball. And my release pick of the week, Kakawau, Warner Brothers.
You're not going to go as far to say as that's the release of the year, though, are you? Product of the year.
There's a good chance that after I have opened it, it will be my release of the year.
You can't do that before. You didn't make me. You didn't let me see Olympics before I called that one out.
I'm calling it right now.
All right.
The most fun release of the year.
It's a cop out, but it's a good one.
The most fun release of the year, Kakawau WB 100.
All right, heard it here first.
Well, there will be no more fun.
Heard it here first.
And I'm breaking it.
Perfect.
I better go get a manicure.
Yeah, you're probably all dusty, all chopped up.
Yeah. Lord knows I don't do any hard work, so
yeah, no manual labor, no dirt under your fingernails.
No. I had to bribe Jed with brake credit or with store credit to come chop down my tree that fell over.
Hey, that's a good trade.
It's like, hey, I know an arborist. I know an arborist.
Perfect. Works out good.
Yeah. So if you guys, you ever want brake credit and you're local, feel free to, come
Offer services.
do snow removal. I am looking for somebody for snow removal for the winter at the house. So if you've got a plow on your truck and you're local and you would like to do snow removal for credit.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
man.
Everyone's talking about Ohio now. They're talking about people in Anoka don't read. People in Ohio are super smart and really good at football. They said that. That was a comment up top.
I mean, I lived there for 9 years. Does that count?
Yeah, you are a second-hand Ohioan. Your wife's from Ohio. You live there.
Right. Laura went to Ohio State, Ohio State University.
OH, baby.
She's more Ohio than you are. You went to University of Minnesota.
It's true. Yeah, she's definitely more Ohio than I am. She's from there. I'm not from there.
Right.
I claim it, though. My roots are there.
That's kind of like people all over the country being a Dallas Cowboys fan or a Yankees fan. Like,
no, but
they're
if
just
they
kinda
spent any
lame.
time in Dallas, then they have that right.
They're just kind of lame. Like, they're not even from there.
Yeah, but I'm a Browns fan. That doesn't count. Like, no one's smart. It's just
that just
to be
says
a
that
Browns
you're
fan.
not very smart.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine.
you literally,
No, it's perfect.
you're literally like a fan of a team from somewhere you're not from.
Yeah.
And you voluntarily chose someplace terrible.
No, I didn't voluntarily choose my great-grandparents moving to Eastern Ohio and being Cleveland sports fans. It's perfect. I'm an Ohio State fan for football where they're good, and I'm a Minnesota Gopher fan for hockey where they're good. It's awesome. It's the best of both worlds.
That's terrible. Well, this is a Q&A time. So, guys, as much as we like to chat about products and what's happening and what's coming out, we do like to also leave the floor open for you guys to ask questions about the business, about the industry, about anything, brakes, about the shop. We've got a big event tomorrow in the shop. We've got PSA coming to the shop to receive submissions, which is kind of awesome. We're excited to have those guys. And our phone's been ringing off the hook of people calling in to find out details about dropping off cards for PSA.
Yep, there's gonna be a ton of people here. It's gonna be a fun event.
Yep. And then we've got some other events up our sleeve this month.
Yeah, before we start Q&A, do you want to talk about this month?
This month. Yeah, if you're local, we've got our Back to School Kids Day.
Yep.
That's one of our biggest. It's one of our biggest events of the year every year, with hundreds of people coming and hanging out for Back to School Day with the kids, with giveaway bags, and we're doing a free chip case pull for the kids this year.
Tons of giveaways, tons of fun.
Yeah,
it'll be awesome.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. And then this is one. Honestly, you probably should put this on your calendar. Like, we'll tease it up.
Yeah, we'll tease
it up
in the app.
In the app here pretty soon.
It doesn't matter if you're local or not.
Yes.
This is for everyone to participate.
For everyone, local or on the line, online on the app. Everything is going to be run through the app. We are running the most epic Halloween special promo I think anyone's ever done in the hobby.
I think that's super fair to say.
In
all honesty, I think it's super fair to say.
I really believe no one's ever done anything like this.
I'd say it's one of the most, I don't think I've been more excited for something that we've done outside of this.
Even more, Collector Games was legit.
Collector Games was a ton of fun.
This is going to be one night of crazy fun.
Yeah, correct. It's going to be fun.
We kind of tested this idea with Easter.
Yep.
This year.
And you guys saw it with breaks as well, where we had the mystery eggs. So it was the mystery eggs.
Yes. So we did 109 we did in the store, and it was store only for Easter. We did $199 mystery eggs, and we bought these big giant Easter eggs and filled them with a bunch of cool stuff. And for $199, you didn't know what you were gonna get, but you know you were gonna get some cool stuff, right?
The snap sold. People loved them. We
that-
loaded up.
We sold,
it was great.
we sold out immediately in the store. People came in and missed out on the eggs, and it was awesome. We did some eggs as skunk protection for brakes.
Yep.
And had fun there, and so we are taking that concept to the next level with for Halloween with $199 mystery pumpkins.
But there's got to be a catch, right?
There's a catch. These $199 mystery pumpkins will only be available on the app. So if you're local, you'll still have to go into the app to buy these mystery pumpkins. The best part about this, though, I think this is what we're looking forward to.
Yep.
We are actually going to go live, and we're going to live stream this whole event on Wednesday, October 30th.
Yep, night before Halloween.
Night before Halloween. And it's going to be pick your pumpkin. And we're still working out how many pumpkins we can get.
Yep.
Our goal is 250 pumpkins.
Which is a lot.
It's a lot of pumpkins. We are legit going to carve out these pumpkins and put redemptions for prizes into the pumpkins. We are going to go live, and you pick your pumpkin, and we smash it to reveal what your prize is. And our goal is to smash 250 pumpkins on Wednesday the 30th. You're legit going to be able to watch the live stream and pick out your pumpkin.
It is exactly
PYP. PYP. Pick your pumpkin. You're going to be able to pick your pumpkin and have us smash it for you live. If you are local, you can smash your own pumpkin.
Yep.
So if you are local, LPMN in the house, you can come pick your pumpkin. You still got to buy it on the app. They're going to be numbered pumpkins. Buy it on the app. Smash your own pumpkin and reveal your prizes from these pumpkins. I mean, we might play Smashing Pumpkins music, but
we're not,
I don't know
we're
how.
not going to get trademarked on YouTube.
I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get sued for like trademark and copyright infringement. But what I can say is we're gonna have some cool things. So it's gonna be like $199 pumpkin.
We're gonna load these things.
We're gonna load them up. Floor of 100. They can't all be massive winners. Floor of $100. Ceiling of 500. But then we're also going to have 5 trick pumpkins. I'm not going to tell you what the trick pumpkins are. And then 5 treat pumpkins, which are extra bonuses on those.
Yep.
So 250 pumpkins, 5 trick pumpkins, 5 treat pumpkins. And
get ready.
We are going live and smash it. I'm probably going to make Emil dress up in a costume.
I was going to say, we got to have costumes.
Yep.
So everyone... the amount of times I've heard of Gallagher while this, like, multiple people that we've talked to is like, oh, you're going to have Gallagher? Like,
in the marketing meeting, I'm going to be like, I was like, introducing this to these guys. I'm like, this is going to be like Gallagher, you know, smashing pumpkins with a sledgehammer. And every single person in the marketing meeting was like, so this is Jamie, this is Nate.
I think Jamie knew, did she?
Maybe Jamie knew, but
she's old.
Both of our Nates, you, Titus, Andrew, everyone's like, we don't know who Gallagher is.
Yeah, not a single clue, actually.
No, I'm super excited. I'm like, this is going to be like Gallagher.
Yeah.
Have you since, like, YouTubed Gallagher?
No.
You should YouTube Gallagher.
Yeah, just like I'm going to watch all these Warner Brothers shows or watch all of the Star Wars movie. Nah, that list is too long. That list is way too long.
So we are going to have an epic time. You guys are going to have the opportunity to get in on some insane pumpkin smashing. And we're going to see if we can sell 250 pumpkins.
You can buy as many pumpkins as you
You
want.
can buy as many pumpkins as you want.
I might buy a couple pumpkins.
You keep buying pumpkins. Honestly, I'm like, I would totally buy pumpkins.
Seriously. It is gonna be fun.
I think we're going to have to keep our guys from buying pumpkins just so that there's enough pumpkins for everybody.
We have to, yeah. Yep, seriously.
Yep.
Next summer, watermelon breaks. How do you carve a watermelon? Is that the same thing as carving a pumpkin? Is it? It's got to be way easier to carve a pumpkin because they're more hollow inside.
Well, yeah, like
unless you do 250 watermelons and like get a spoon and like scooping out the watermelon.
The trick is going to be what we do with 250 smashed pumpkins afterwards.
Yeah, we're gonna need a
We haul those back to my
I'm super excited for
to
this
my
promotion.
compost pile.
I'm not super excited to carve these pumpkins or to dispose of these pumpkins. But smashing these pumpkins will be a blast.
Yes. We should probably have some different implements available. We can get a baseball bat. We can get a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
A
ladder.
A ladder.
For us only.
Yeah. I probably don't. We probably can't have any collectors. The world's biggest pumpkin pie. Yes. Or we fry up all of the pumpkin seeds.
Send them a bag of fried seeds.
Everybody gets a bag of fried pumpkin seeds with their prizes.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh,
so,
man.
October 30th.
Yeah,
October
literally
30th.
put that on your calendars. We're going to tease it up in the app so that you guys can see it coming.
Yep.
But October 30th,
Yep.
put that on your calendar. You not want to miss out on that. So
Perfect.
live streaming that one outdoors. Our first outdoor live stream, I think, probably.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to get that done, and that'll be fun. Hopefully it's not like 10 degrees below zero and snowing that night.
It's gonna be epic.
It'll be like the ice bowl or something. It'll be freezing, but it's live until we sell all the
If you're gonna
pumpkins.
smash that pumpkin, it's gonna shatter.
Exactly. That might happen. That might happen.
Yes, should absolutely come with hot, coffee beverages with unknown contents and in your costume. We should do a promo if people come in their costume.
Well, we are doing the Pokemon pack giveaway along with that.
We are. Yep.
More kid based.
That's kid based. We should do a promo for the collectors who show
Right.
do you get a little discount on a pumpkin
If you show up in a
if
costume.
you show up in a costume? Get
and smash it yourself.
yeah,
Yeah, we can figure that out.
$20 off.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. We're gonna figure something else. We're gonna figure something out. Like we'll do if you show up in a costume and smash your own pumpkin, you get $20 break credit or something
Added to your account.
added to your account.
Yep. Matt, it'll be the 30th night, Wednesday the 30th.
Yeah, because
So
the
the night
third
before.
we know that the 31st is Halloween and people want to be out with their kids, trick or treating, all that kind of fun stuff. So we're gonna do this event the day before.
Yep.
On the Wednesday the 30th.
Exactly. Cool. All right. Well, that's probably enough yapping for us. Let's get some Q&A.
Yeah, I mean, if we've got any questions, we've got about 10 minutes.
I did see one good question earlier. I forget who it was. It might have been Maddie or I forget who it was that said it. But the question was, how do you decide what products to keep in the store or what products to break?
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's a large majority of the products we have both in the store available for personals and breaks as well.
there's pretty few products that are only breaks or only store.
Correct.
I would say maybe sometimes some of the products that we go out on the secondary market and we buy just for the purpose of breaks, like Travis Scott, the Cactus Jack,
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we did end up putting that out after the fact just because we have the one box left. But there are some that I know Bob Ross, I don't think we sold in the store at all.
Right.
Some of those online exclusives.
Yeah, so some of the online exclusives that we don't actually get allocated to us from Topps, we have to go out into the market just like you guys do and buy those off of people who either got them online or whatever.
Yep.
Those are probably products that we don't put in the store and we just kind of hold for breaks.
Yep.
But other than that, I think pretty much just about everything else. We don't break retail very often. Like Bowman Chrome mega boxes are a little bit different story.
Yeah. We didn't break any
But
blasters.
we don't
for instance.
break generally blasters or a lot of those kinds of things. So some of those are store only.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, we try to make everything available. You know what else probably is coming next week that we didn't talk about?
What's that?
Mercury basketball might.
Oh, is that next week?
I believe that's next week.
Jeez.
Mercury basketball. If you haven't heard of it, look it up. We're gonna be breaking it.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one. That'll be a fun one.
That's gonna be kind of nuts.
I'm hitting that Wemby Braun duel.
Yeah.
I want it. I'm hitting it.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a bonkers product.
And we will have some of that available store and breaks, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
We have a little bit of both. So.
Yep, we'll have it in the store and available for breaks.
Yeah. Is everyone interested in
So if
Mercury?
anybody wants a personal Mercury box, let's do it.
That'd be a fun one.
Yep.
Sweet. White Tiger says, PSA, can I bring Funko Pops tomorrow? I think they are doing Funko Pops.
Yes,
Confirmed.
they are. They are collecting Funko Pops tomorrow.
Yep.
For PSA. And Dan asked, are we coming to the Fanatics show in Orlando? We are still in the process of negotiating with Fanatics on what our setup is. So right now, we're trying to put something together for Fanatics Orlando. It's just not completely done yet. So we're still a little bit on the fence of if we're going to make it down there.
Yep.
Clock is ticking, Fanatics.
Yeah. Hopefully we end up down there.
Yep, we would like to end up down there.
Mm-hmm. I need another vacation. I need to get away.
That's brutal. Let's just go down there and go to Disney.
Perfect.
And Epcot.
Yeah. And
skip the show.
I still haven't, like I was telling you, Jenna wants to really do, my girlfriend Jenna is a huge Harry Potter fan. She really wants to do Harry Potter World.
Yeah. And now I think like Nintendo World and all of that is open.
Is it actually?
I think so.
That would be
I see them on Facebook running ads selling tickets, so.
Yeah, cool. I went to Epcot when I was little, so I barely remember it. But yeah, I haven't had a reason to go back down there.
Yep.
Ever since.
Yep.
So.
Right on.
What else do we got?
That's got us caught up. Is that all the questions you got for us?
What do we got for questions here? Yeah, Dan says he's excited a large show. Does Orlando not have a large show usually? I mean, I know they don't have like
I don't think that they have
or anything like that.
I don't think they have for a while.
Yep. Now they do. Hopefully I'm hoping that they do. Obviously for New York they did Topps Chrome Fanatics Fest.
We were talking about that, yesterday.
How sweet would it be if they did like a baseball Topps Chrome, but added some Disney
theme, yeah.
Well, they do it for holiday megas where they add the candy cane badge or the Santa Claus hat instead of the helmet. Like, what if they did these variations where it was Mickey Mouse ears or whatever else?
They already have a relationship with Disney,
right?
From a licensing standpoint, like for example with Star Wars. Star Wars is. What if they did a Star Wars Topps Chrome?
That'd be pretty cool.
For like exclusive.
That would go crazy. Like that would.
Like a Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Star Wars collab.
Exactly.
With like lightsabers.
Right.
For bats.
or
something like that would be epic.
I think there's no reason they couldn't do something like that.
Right.
Because they do the Star Wars.
Got the Star Wars license.
Yeah.
They could do some kind of a collab like that, exclusive for Fanatics Fest Orlando. That'd be sick.
That would be awesome.
I would be in. Ray's doing Disneyland in 2 weeks. I'm doing Disney World with the family the second week of January.
Yep.
So we're Emil and I are going down to Orlando for the Upper Deck Conference in Orlando, and so I'm going down and spending a little bit extra time there before the Upper Deck Conference with the family and doing Disney in the 40-degree weather, January weather. But it's nice because nobody else is there.
Is it that cold in Florida in the winter?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that actually.
When we were there, when we were there this year in February, it was like 36 in the morning.
Oh,
now, granted, it
warms up.
It was 65, 70 by the afternoon,
yeah.
But overnight it was 36. And so when we were there, like standing in line to get early park access, like we were.
It's just like Minnesota in October. Right?
Yeah, we were like in shorts
today.
Like I wore shorts.
Yeah.
To Disney, it's 35 degrees because I know it's going to be 65 by 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean. It was a little easiar to get on the rides because the locals don't come when it's that cold.
Sense.
So
they're tucked away and hibernating at that point.
Yeah.
Maddie says, "How do you decide which show is worth going to that's out of state?"
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that we're learning in this process of like what shows to go to, and one thing that we know is it's really hard to go to a show and pay for a bunch of travel for multiple people and try to make money selling singles, right?
And we historically don't go to shows.
We don't.
Just in this past year.
Even like Fanatics Fest New York, like we had like 20 grand in expenses to go to Fanatics Fest New York. but you got to sell an epic amount of singles to pay for that.
To even cover your costs.
Because it's not, oh, I got to sell 20 grand. Like, no, you got to make 20 grand.
Exactly.
You know, which means you might have to sell 100 grand worth of singles.
Yeah.
And so it's really tough, we've found, to sell enough singles to pay for the expenses to justify going to these shows. You know, and so really what we're kind of settling on is trying to find a formula that helps us get app downloads. So we tried this at the Minnesota Card Show, and you know, so instead of setting up and selling singles at the Minnesota Card Show as our primary focus, we rented a skee ball machine, and we let people skee ball for break credit as incentive to download the app and create an account on the Real Sports Cards app. And we had a really, really good response to that. We had a really, really good response at the National to getting people to download the app for some promotional credit and things like that. So that's what we're kind of trying to put together for Fanatics Con in Orlando, is see if we can work out some kind of a sponsorship promotional deal to help us get app downloads, because we want to bring collectors into the community, you know, to be a part of what we're doing, and that's really the only way that we can break even, or, you know, generate some sales that are impactful for the long term. Because selling singles, like,
we don't see right now the singles business becoming a large part of our, because it hasn't historically been. So I don't see us doing Dallas and the Burbank just to set up and sell singles. That just isn't our, you know, forte.
Yep. But if we could go there and have a really cool way to get people to engage and download the app and become a part of the community, then it's worth it for us to go to these shows. So.
Exactly. Yeah, Maddie, one of the promos that we've done before in the past at past nationals is Be a Real Breaker, where you can buy a box and sit down. We have one live stream going, or you set up for times or whatever, and then you actually rip your box on camera. So everyone in the community can watch what people are ripping and getting for themselves. And I know we had a ton of kids that were opening and loved, you know, being on camera. And so that was, I mean, that's one that we talked about potentially bringing back.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeff Wilson will eventually have a skee ball at some event. He kind of copies everything that I do.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm sure Jeff will, you know, just, you know, be like, look, first ever skee ball machine in the hobby.
First skee ball machine at a show.
It's like first ever beautiful upright display cases in the hobby. You know, all these other fun things that he likes to copy me on, and then say
we're gonna have some competition on this next MN card show, though, because I know the Triple Diamond guys, our friends at Triple Diamond, were a little jealous of our skee ball machine.
Jealous. Our friends at Triple Diamond were like, "Oh man, I can't believe you did a skee ball machine. That's awesome. You totally make us look bad." And so I fully expect those guys to elevate their game and come up with something. For the next MN card show in April.
Yes, so we might.
It's actually a good time to come to Minnesota too. So
it is.
Come to Minnesota in April for the MN card show. We'll take you to a Twins game. We'll have some fun.
Yep. We'll be thawed out by then, so you don't have to worry about freezing.
Right.
Maybe.
Exactly.
So I'm excited, man. It feels like April's right around the corner, to be honest. Winter isn't even here, but this next couple of months, we only got 3 months left of the year.
Right.
That's crazy to think about.
Right.
You know, we're getting through October. October will
it's
fly by.
Almost Christmas.
I am making a pact with myself that I'm not going to do my Christmas shopping December 20th this year.
Now, the question I really have about your Christmas is how soon and how big will the Christmas tree be? You do not have permission to cut a hole in my roof so that you can have a 40-foot tree.
All right, that takes down one of my questions I was going to ask. I have a rule with Christmas. As much as I love it, I don't think you should be allowed to even think about it before Thanksgiving. If you're setting up decorations, if you're getting a tree, if you're doing all this stuff before Christmas, I think that, or before Thanksgiving, I think that's crazy. You gotta do the holidays in order. October is for Halloween. November is for Thanksgiving. Like, obviously, you're not doing a ton of Thanksgiving celebration before that, but it's just you gotta wait till Thanksgiving. Then you got Black Friday, and then it's Christmas season after that.
Should we do mystery turkeys where you have to like, $199 mystery turkeys to get your prize?
Maybe that's a live stream. We get a bunch of raw turkeys, and I'm out there pulling out people's prizes.
Oh, that's problematic. You gotta reach up the turkey's butt to figure out what your prize is. I think we gotta. We'll see how pumpkins go. If we can sell 250 pumpkins for $199, then we might be doing $199 mystery turkeys that Emil has to reach up in there and grab the prizes.
Then we can do mystery ornaments too for Christmas, and then smash the ornament. Except you have to get. I don't know how you do it. Is there a way that you can custom build something in or? Like, do they snap together and then you drop, or do they just break it? You know what I mean?
Like, I bet there are ornaments that are like big. I bet you can get big ornaments that are like those eggs that pop in half.
You just don't break them, then you just open them.
Right.
It's not as cool as shoving your hand up the turkey's butt or breaking a pumpkin.
Oh my gosh. Maddie doesn't like the.
No, it's just
right up that turkey's keister.
Yeah, someone without sound is. It's like an NSFW video now. If you're not watching with sound, someone's just walking by the office.
Clip that one for TikTok.
That's terrible. So no, yeah, the answer is no Christmas before Thanksgiving, and Christmas tree will probably come the first week of December, and it will be. I don't think my last year's one was that big.
And then it will stay up through January. And then you will leave its dried out husk in my yard for 3 months.
Yeah, it is a little problematic. The last 2 years in a row, I have neglected to take it down until shake it.
Until it was a fire hazard to burn down my whole house.
Well past a fire hazard at that point, yeah. But the problem with that is I don't really love vacuuming up an entire tree's worth of pine needles that are on the ground because, like, while I'm cutting the branches off. Because the problem is I can't take because I'm upstairs, right? I can't take that tree down after it's been set up without cutting off all the branches. I already have to do that individually. So maybe I won't do it earlier again this year. I do like having the tree up through, into Valentine's Day time. Like right before Valentine's Day.
That's just wrong.
What do you mean?
Shouldn't you be like decorating the apartment in rose
no,
petals?
No. That won't be happening, no. I like having the tree up through January. It just gives me a little bit more winter spirit. Especially because, this global warming thing. It hasn't been snowy for Christmas. It's had brown Christmases.
We're getting hammered this year.
I hope so. I do hope so. I do like the snow.
We're going to get annihilated by snow this year.
Fake tree. If you like fake trees, you're not really that big of a Christmas fan. That's my take. It's a hot take, but can't go fake.
If you're a fake tree person, you hate baby Jesus.
Correct.
I think that's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah.
You hate baby Jesus if you are a fake tree person.
It is blasphemous to have a fake tree. Yes. That's my hot take on the day. Yeah.
Oh, man. Right on. Well, that takes us to our time. Always appreciate you guys hanging out with us on our Friday morning Q&A session. There have been some rewards drops, so make sure you jump in and grab some rewards drops. We're going to have more fun breaks. Our popping breaks are already dropping for the afternoon shift here, so grab a spot with the Wisconsin guys, even though we're better here in Minnesota. Appreciate you guys as always, and we will see you in the next one.
Thanks, guys.